For me, old school Wushu is the best. I just find that style for me is so much more fun to do. They've always been my inspiration and they always will be. Hi, my name's MAK and I'm a Wushu athlete from Great Britain. We only got the call for the World Games kind of end of March. So it was a bit of a tight turnaround to decide to come to the competition and then get ready for it. But once we got the green light, we knuckled down, got everything in as best as we can in terms of preparation. I've never competed in spear before, so when I got the call for this World Games, obviously it was a combined event, so we had to then use the spear routine that I made during the first lockdown. And on the whole, apart from one mistake, I think it went really well. So hopefully we'll take that on to Dallas next year and try and improve it again. Unfortunately, Wushu is not very big in Britain, so there's a handful of us that do it. I always feel proud to represent my country. I've been doing it for many years now. You know, although it can feel lonely, I've got my whole family out here. My coach has come, my parents, my girlfriend. So it's great to have everyone here supporting me on this trip, and I've never felt lonely being out here. And once we're here, we see all the friends from other countries and stuff. So, you know, it's a big family really, and but it's great that we can still be here and great to be part of the British representation. For me, old school Wushu is the best. You know, when I think of Wushu in my head, I think back to the 80s and like kind of early 90s, and all those guys in China. The technique, the flow of the routine, for me is so unique and it's beautiful to watch, and it's martial and it looks like real, like kind of fighting. And I just find that style for me is so much more fun to do. So that's why I always try and incorporate a lot of that old school Wushu into my routine. And although we want to perform well and score well, I think we also have to enjoy the routines. And for me, I enjoy it the most when I'm doing, all the old school stuff. So they've always been my inspiration, and they always will be. I think when I was a junior, and certainly in my kind of earlier senior career, success for me was, scoring well at competitions and getting medals and positionings and all of that. But I think for me now, success is just being committed to the journey, being true to the process, without sounding too kind of, all airy and all that. But, for us in Britain, there's hardly any Wushu, and, I have to drive 3.5 hours to get to training once a week, and then drive back. So, for me, success is just fully committing to that process, and being the best that I can be in those resources, in those opportunities, committing to it, and being an honest person and an honest athlete. So yeah, I guess success for me is the journey. Oh man, I just love competing. I don't think I could ever step away fully from competing until I have to. It's just, the drive, the journey to train and be part of a team and push yourself week in, week out is something that, I've done since I was 8-9 years old, and I don't think that'll ever be something that I stop doing, and even when I retire from competition, I would like to still train and still do small competitions and stuff. So, there's always more opportunities to improve yourself, to come to these great events and new countries. So, for as long as I can, I would love to keep competing. I think a lot of us are inspired to do Wushu through stunt work and through film work. So I always wanted to transition into film and TV. And I think Wushu, particularly the coordination and the skills that you have in that, it lends itself very well to stunt work. So I know a lot of stunt people and a lot of top guys in the stunt industry. So the transition really was just having those opportunities to be part of those teams, be part of those films, and yeah, taking those opportunities and making the most of them. And I certainly hope to do more of that, probably when my competitive career is over, so I don't get as injured as much and I can focus some time on that. But yeah, it's a great industry to be in, and it's a lot of fun. Well, for me, Jet Li is the ultimate, kind of Wushu action star, right? So, I mean, the first Shaolin Temple for me, you had the whole Beijing Wushu team in there. There's that training scene in the garden where everyone's doing their Wushu. I mean, I used to watch that, on a weekly basis. Same with the Once Upon a Time in China series that Jet Li did. Fist of Legend as well for me is one of the greats. And then, not so much Wushu specifically, but you've got your Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee films that, focus around Chinese martial arts as well. And, all of those movies inspired me to do Wushu. They inspire me still to practice and train and be part of the industry. Yeah, I think Shaolin Temple, Fist of Legend, probably Wong Fei Hung. They're probably my top Wushu films. See you later. Thank you.